Hoodies. Anybody that watches my channel should know I got a pretty serious hoodie game. A lot of them you probably haven't even seen on the channel, honestly. I mean, I got a ridiculous amount of hoodies. Reason for this video, my main man Rayzor Ramon the Barber recently did a tag video. 7 fragrances that are great to rock with a hoodie. It's hoodie season. I mean, hell, I wear hoodies as often as possible. And he reached out to me and asked me if I'd be open to doing it, and absolutely, why not? My interpretation of fragrances that are great to wear with a hoodie, personally, is more on the casual, envision t-shirt fragrances, but for cold weather. Something a bit more casual, smelling great, obviously, that just goes great with a nice thick hoodie. So stay tuned. So with my first one, it kind of sets a theme for the entire video, to be honest with you. Things that have some character, but aren't too serious of a fragrance. That's kind of what I like to wear when I'm rocking a hoodie, and fragrances like Zaharoff Hot Pepper fit that theme perfectly. Get some spices, get some sweetness. It's casual, not too casual. You can dress it up, sure, but I feel like it's more of a casual setting type of fragrance. Has that warming effect, that hot pepper, red pepper spice going for it that really works well in the cold. Not some crazy strong performer, which for me, that suits a hoodie very well because you can spray the hoodie and get more life out of your fragrance, really, because the oils aren't going to dry up as easy and absorb into the fabric like it will on your skin. Obviously, not all fragrances are great to spray on fabric, but the ones I picked in this video do just fine, because fragrances like this, average performer at best, but it's one that you can definitely get a few sprays on here, get a little extra life out of it, and it's more of a cozy type of scent profile, which when you're rocking a hoodie, it's kind of a cozy look to begin with. So my first pick is a Zaharoff Hot Pepper. Next is a Hypebeast Classic, one that's just warm, cozy, smooth, a little sweet, and much more dense than what it's a flanker to. The original being Boss Bottled, and the flanker being Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. Like I said, Hypebeast Classic right here. I believe this is discontinued these days since the release of the EDP, which doesn't smell too much like this, but this is that warm apple pie smell. This is a warm, cozy, cuddly type of fragrance. Hence the hoodies. Just fits it perfectly. This one does perform a little bit better, so when they perform a little bit better, it's not one that I'm going to spray the fabric with. This one I would just spray a few times around the neck. Still spray my chest, even though I have a heavier fabric kind of weighing it down so I don't smell it. It won't be as in my face because this is a pretty solid performer. Like I said, the apple, the cinnamon, the woods, the creaminess. It's got the spice going. That's the main thing for me. That's the theme we're setting in this video. More casual winter fragrances for me are definitely ones that are a bit on the spicier side. And this has a nice robust thickness to it without wearing too heavy. It's not too sweet, and there's a lot of cinnamon at the forefront. Like I said, I still get a lot of that warming, cuddly type of spicy scent profile that I just love in the cold weather when I'm rocking a hoodie. That being Boss Bottled, the Intense EDP. One that I finally got around to spending more time with. I actually did a little quick shorts review on it recently. Actually, at the recording of this, it was earlier today, and wore this one last night. That being Michael Jordan Legend. I deem this possibly, not setting this in stone, the best super cheap gourmand you can get. It's just good. Synthetic, abso-freaking-lutely. It's very synthetic, but it's very pleasing. It's a nice, warm, vanilla amber smell with a lovely coffee note that doesn't overtake the fragrance. The coffee really gives this character, and this is a fragrance you can get for like $11, $12, $13 for a 100 milliliter bottle. Decent performer. It doesn't wear too heavy for being as sweet of a fragrance as it actually is. Like I said, it's a very strong gourmand touch. It's a delectable sweet fragrance. The coffee really aids in that and adds a little bit of a roasted warmth because it's a coffee note. It's a very endearing fragrance and one that goes great with a hoodie because it's not that serious of a fragrance. It's definitely what I would consider more of a casual warm weather, cold weather sweet fragrance, to be completely honest with you. And this is one you can actually get away with spraying the hoodie because it's just a light eau de toilette concentration. Actually, it's a cologne spray. It's even lower concentration, but I still get about 5 to 6 hours out of it. For an eau de cologne, that's actually great performance. And like I said, it wears light enough to where you can spray yourself down as much as you want. You might even get a compliment or two with this one, to be honest with you, because it's attractive. It's a sweet fragrance. At the end of the day, these gourmand sweet fragrances, they're attractive to other people. And for a hoodie, I think this is probably the best cheap sweet fragrance to rock with a hoodie. Michael Jordan legend. Now this next one kind of breaks the theme that we've been going with thus far, because this just adds that nice clean laundered cotton smell. That being Juliet Has a Gun, Musk Invisible. So this is one that's cozy, cuddly, soft, and extremely clean. A little powdery, very unisex. This is like the hoodie being freshly laundered, just intensifying that smell basically. It's got the clean linen, cotton flower smell going for it. Lightly powdery, not too powdery. Soft, not real in your face. You can spray the hoodie down with this if you want. Not going to offend anyone, not going to overpower yourself. It's just going to have a gorgeous, high quality, clean linen smell. Beautiful, perfect. Probably one nobody expected to see in this video since we're talking cold weather and hoodies, but spray your hoodie down with this. Not even necessarily just on your skin, and you're just going to smell so fresh and clean. Probably all day long if you spray the fabric. It's a cozy type of clean linen smell. That's why I deem it perfect for the topic at hand, and it's definitely one that, honestly, give myself a few sprays right now. Of Juliet Has a Gun, Musk Invisible. Jumping right back into the original theme of spices, predominantly cinnamon, sweetness, and a lovely smooth tobacco, Paco Rabanne's 1 million Prive. From what I understand, it's discontinued these days, which is sad because it's my favorite in the line, but 100 mLs pop up at Burlington. A lot of people been finding 100 mLs for $44.95, $44.99, $44.95, whatever, $45 for a 100 ml, which is actually $5 cheaper than I paid for this 50 ml quite a while back, and it's absolutely worth popping into your Burlington to find. This one probably wouldn't spray the hoodie with because it does perform pretty well, and I feel like it'll be on your hoodie for a long time, even after being washed and dried. Honestly, the oils will hang around with this one. This one wears a bit heavier. Like I said, a little bit of smooth sweetness, not overly done. It's the least sweet of the three main ones in this line, being the original, Lucky, and Prive, before the Parfum and all that other stuff, good stuff, came around. I think it's just a delightful fragrance. It's very warm and cozy. It's enjoyable. It's attractive. It will get some compliments for you. And like I said, the spice theme really suits me for hoodie weather. It's hoodie season. And in my opinion, one of the best fragrances to rock with a hoodie, because it's just not that serious of a fragrance for as great as it smells. It's 1 million Prive. Admittedly, this kind of breaks the theme a little bit because it does have some spice. It does have some sweetness. It's got some oud, and it's got way more performance than the rest of the fragrances in the video because it's a Mancera fragrance, that being Udvani. So basically a more casual take on the By the Fireplace vibe. Doesn't smell exactly like By the Fireplace because here we have oud as the predominant wood. It is a nice creamy vanilla. It does have that smoky burning wood smell that a lot of people will attribute to By the Fireplace. But this is a much more soft, laid back, honestly casual style to that vibe. You know, this isn't as spicy. It's not as rough and abrasive. It's not as smoky, to be honest with you, though that it's a smokier oud that I do get from here. But it's one that you don't need many sprays. One on each side of the neck, maybe one on the chest. More than enough, because this is a beast longevity, beast projector on my skin. It's very, very powerful, but the scent profile warrants a laid-back, colder day. And as we've stated before in this video, laid back in the cold is what hoodies are all about, in my personal opinion. And honestly, I can't remember the last time I wore this not wearing a hoodie. It's usually, when I wear this, is with a hoodie, because it just fits the vibe. they just as soon rename it to Udvani Hoodie, honestly. As corny as that may sound, for me personally, it's kind of the only time I wear this fragrance. And if you get a sample, you probably understand where I'm coming from with it. One of my favorites to wear with a hoodie is Mancera Udvani. Lastly, very new to my collection, much more laid back than the original that this is flanker from. Because honestly, I think the original is much more suited for evenings and dates, whereas this is so laid back year round, but still sweet and spicy. It still maintains some of the character of the original Stronger With You, but Stronger With You Freeze, it's much more laid back. The name's a little misleading. It's not super bright and fresh, though there is a light freshness up top. This is more of a fresh, spicy take than the original, which is much, much warmer, much more warm, spicy, a little bit drier with that chestnut note. This goes well with a hoodie. You get a little touch of that Invictus-y type of smell in the opening, but not completely an Invictus smell. This is a much more simplistic take on the original Stronger With You. I deem the original to have much more character and a lot more going on for it, whereas this is just so laid back. This is honestly the most laid back way to work that DNA, in my opinion. Obviously, I haven't smelled a bunch of different ways to make it a more casual fragrance, but I think if that's the route they were going for with Stronger With You Freeze, I think they nailed it, actually. Not some mind-blowing fragrance, but for a laid-back, colder day, I think this is great for a hoodie, honestly. Like I said, I just got it. I've only worn it twice so far, and this is one of the first fragrances that popped in my head when I was gathering fragrances to shoot this video topic, because it is an interesting video topic. It's very, very specific for hoodies, and I mean, hey, why not? We talk about with t-shirt fragrances and with suit and tie. Why not talk about some great fragrances to rock with a hoodie? And in my opinion, Armani Stronger With You, I think it's one of the best designer fragrances you can rock with a hoodie. Interesting video topic, I know. Shout outs to Rayzor Ramon, the Barber. I will have his channel link below. You guys check him out. I'll leave this as an open tag. Not going to put the pressure on any one specific channel or person. Anybody that sees this thinks it's a decent idea as content for their channel, by all means, shoot the video. You're tagged. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. Hoodies. What do you like to rock with a hoodie? Have you ever really given that much thought? Is there a particular fragrance that jumps out immediately when you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the 7 I prefer to wear with a hoodie, and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.